Now this thing actually lets me um I'm actually allowed to do these. Interesting. Okay, I want to go to the market. Sell that stuff. Hope the game doesn't start crashing on me yet again. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Oh, that's a lot of them. Is there any way not to trigger the trap? Okay. Okay, come on, come and get me. Come and get me. How do I want to deal with this? They planned this, that's the thing. Okay. Alright. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Oh, good, that got some of them.
Right.
Let's get him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As you wish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was good. That was satisfying.
This should be easy enough.
Okay, please give me all this last minute money so I can maybe get that robe.
Right.
Perhaps
What's
I could
this
have a try
random?
at that.
What's in here? What's in here? I think that sells for decent money though, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Put that there. Okay. I should definitely save. Is this game? My computer hates Denerim.
Dwarven crafts. Fine
Okay,
dwarven
well,
crafts.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not gonna worry about it. Let's go back to here. Let's chit chat. Let's see what's up. Hey, Alistair, you want to talk?
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be
Yeah.
queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
I've decided to support her in the landsmeet. What do you think about her? Do you think she should be queen?
No, she probably should be. That doesn't mean she's going to be. They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Kaelin. She's her father's daughter. Me? I say that's where the problem lies. People like her and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the landsmeet comes, you might even have a say.
I've decided to support her. I think you'll make a fine king. You think they'll listen to an elf? I think we should deal with Loghain. I've decided to support her.
There
Yeah.
was a time that would have given me great relief. Now I'm not so sure. But I'm a Grey Warden first. And if I get to stay a Grey Warden, I'll take it.
Yay.
Let Honora be queen. I guess all we need to do is stop her father from taking the throne first, right?
He can't rule if he's dead. That should be the easy part. Yes, let's not get ahead of ourselves. And if...
I heard that.
Yeah. What? He disapproved by 10? Okay, well, he's still... Alright, it's actually kind of fun, I think. I think it'll be fine. Hang on. Can I give him any of these? Totem. What's this totem?
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Hmm?
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. No, bad. Bad idea.
Okay.
Awful.
Never mind. Okay, so we got that. Yo, who you? Oh yeah, you're the Grey Warden.
Hello again, friend.
Yeah?
It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Good. You tell me about the vault. That vault. Did you know Duncan very well? I was hoping to learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
Why has it been so long since the last blight? Have you ever been to that fortress that I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. No. How were the wardens found? I guess that's all for now. Interesting. So you can find that stuff.
None of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Okay. Whatever you say. So if you harden Alistair, he's actually upset if you don't support him to be king. Oh my god. Hey Morgan, we haven't talked like at all.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. I await your command.
Oh wow, that was a shift. We never properly talked, but it's been crashing on me so bad that I don't want to soft lock myself by picking some quest. I don't think Honora has anything to say to me. Yo, can I piss you off?
Is there something you wish to discuss?
No.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
I think she'll make a good queen. And Alistair would definitely make a good king, and I made him king in my last playthrough, and then he just completely is so pissed at me and just uses you. Hi.
Excuse me, the Lady Queen has summoned me to see to her unmentionables.
Are you from Denerim? I haven't seen many elves around here. Spoken to Queen?
Well, not much. Just, may I air that for you, my lady? She's brought a maid of her own to wait on her. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
Okay. I thought you were reading a book. Basically, I'm not going... Because the game keeps crashing on me, I can honestly make it just fine with the... without the, I guess I should talk to him. I can't remember if we have to collect more evidence. Can't remember. But I'm gonna hard save and talk to him. At this point,
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've
don't
been
blame
hearing
you.
of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
Yeah, he was collaborating with Tevinter slaves.
Make her forgive me.
Slivers.
I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Nope. Are we just getting launched? Okay. So it gives you last minute to... What? Oh. What is that? Oh, it's just a light. It's just a... Not a chandelier, but it's a light fixture of a candle in it. Okay, so you can do a final round of your party members. Honestly, I've talked to them before, and they have interesting things to say, but it's kind of a lot of it's... You hear it once and you don't want to hear it again. Let's... I don't think I need that robe, honestly, and I'm not gonna have enough money for it, so... I just hard saved. Yep, Alistair's locked in for this. Who else do I want to bring to this? Wynn,
Yes.
maybe? And... Morgant or Liliana? I have no idea. Liliana?
Indeed.
Shall we bring Liliana?
Warden, I'm not
Hello.
surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think
Oh my
you will get
God.
past me to desecrate
People
the
are
landsmeet
delusional.
itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
God. Do you really not see what Logan has
Do you
become?
mean to talk me into betraying my lord? There are not such words in all language to make that happen, Warden. Now let us end this! To arms, men!
Seriously? Really? You're obsessed. Girl, you need help. Can't see it. Where is she? Let's do this. Oh, come on. How did that happen?
It always comes to this, doesn't it?
Oof. No! How did that happen? Revive me, revive me, revive me. Okay.
Where do I get myself in these scrapes?
Okay, come on. I need... Oh, I've had these this whole time? Wow. Take one of these. Okay. Better than nothing.
Make her preserve us.
This should be easy enough.
Nothing but excitement.
Okay, come on. Ooh, Alistair, take a potion. There, we got you, we got you.
This should be easy enough. On it.
Yeah, we got her.
This should be easy enough.
Oh? Oh, it's two-handed. Interesting codex, though.
Quick.
It's
As you
weird
wish.
how many people are loyal to Logain. Like, I get that he's been a well-respected general for a long time. Okay. Kinda dying quickly on me, buddy. I'm gonna give you more constitution. Give you that. And then for you... Yeah, that works. Yep, okay, we're saving. I'm gonna hard save again because I'm just so scared of corrupted saves, honestly. Let's go.
My lords and ladies of the landsmeet,
Mm.
Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon.
God. I mean, you sound evil, you look
But
evil,
no
I don't
one
understand
here is taken
why.
in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer.
Yeah.
Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
I'd believe this more if... I would believe this more if he was, like, under mind control or something like that, because it's infuriating to me. Just, I can't even put into words how much I don't understand Loghain's motivations. Because it gets explained to us. But I guess I want a villain that makes sense, and not just a villain who's evil for the sake of being evil. And that's fine, but like, they're giving him motivation, but I'm not convinced by the motivation he's been given. And it's not really clear to me. The Blight is the threat here, not Orlais. I'm not the one who betrayed Ferelden. I'm not pushing Alistair as king. I'm not doing it. I want him to stay a Grey Warden. The Blight is the threat here.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The south is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to
You
fight
don't
it?
know
They claim
the
that they
secret
alone can end the Blight. Yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn
because
at Ostagar.
you...
And they asked to bring with them
Oh my
4
God.
legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they
So
came?
is this all because he has a thing against Orlais? He has a thing against fantasy France? And so that's... he doesn't want it, their sworn enemy? Oh my god. Is that ultimately the problem? He was pissed about Kaelin allying with an old enemy that they're no longer fighting with? Is that what this is? You fled at Ostagar and left Kaelin to die. You sold Ferelden cities as slavery to fund your army. You allowed Urn to imprison and torture innocents. You fled at Ostagar. This is what's relevant right
Oh,
now.
please go on. The Landsmeet longs to hear a proper tactical analysis of Ostagar from an elf. You
my
goaded
God.
him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful
You
of men would
exploited the
turn
fact that he
tide
believed
for
the
him.
tales.
Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake?
I
Do
didn't...
not imagine
the
that you
battle
can
was going
shame
fine
me
until
with
he
Kaelin's death.
ran off.
He was Marik's son, my king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
And you should alone... then you should atone by supporting Mercs. No. And yet you tried to steal the throne from his widow. Do you regret having a blood mage poison as much as you regret selling elves to Deventer? Letting how torture is an old way to show grief. And you tried to steal the throne from his widow?
By all means, let us speak of Honora, Warden. for this is a matter close to my own heart. What have you done with my daughter?
What are you talking about? What have I done? I've protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force.
No, I didn't.
Killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer
at least
the man
she
you know.
realizes that he's
This
a
man
man.
is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
I mean, the fact that he would kill his own daughter, it's just... I mean, he goes from being this great general and stuff, and then suddenly just turns on a dime, and that... I'm struggling to believe it. Even though he looks like a slime ball, so I don't... I absolutely love this story, but Loghain is the thing that I can't... That, like, as a villain, I just... Something doesn't click for me. The Queen speaks the truth. Loghain was not to be listen to Honora. Loghain is power mad. The Queen speaks the truth.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Honora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My God.
My lords and ladies, our land has been threatened before. It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat
don't know.
the Blight itself.
Southreach stands with the Grey
He's gonna
Wardens.
kill
Giant's Peak
everyone.
supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
Oh my God, you idiot.
I'm with Loghain. Who else could defeat the Blight? Loghain, I'm with you.
This bodes ill for us all.
But nothing has been decided. How can... What happens
The
now?
landsmeet has spoken. Following these Grey Wardens has cost us our king. We must not allow it to cost us our country. I charge Eamon, Alistair, and this Warden with treason. Someone escort my daughter back to her room. Take the traitors outside to await execution.
To arms! We will not be taken without a fight.
Yep. Okay.
Forth!
Oh. This is one of the ways this can go? Okay, fine. I've never experienced this version, so we're just gonna go for it. How do I have...
Ferelden!
I had no idea this was a version. I don't know what to...
Be careful!
I've never had this outcome. Let's just go with it, and I'll reload if it doesn't give me the outcome that I want. Okay, Loghain's actually tricky. Okay, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Okay, he's pretty powerful.
Show me what you've got.
Push them back! Make her preserve us. Try not to look too incompetent. Let's make this quick.
Oof.
Here comes trouble. As for the balance solution.
Boy, there's a lot of them.
In the Maker's name, stop! We will have order.
Oh,
Agreed.
she just said...
Let there be no further bloodshed in the landsmeet.
Alistair's claim is challenged. In the days before King Calenhad, such claims were settled by duels. Alistair against Loghain. Will the landsmeet agree?
Yes, if it will avoid further bloodshed. But it must be fought according to tradition, by strength of arms only, in single combat until one party yields. Do you accept the terms?
Alistair accepts I will be his champion. I accept I will be his champion.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Alright, so we lost the landsmeet, but it's fine, we just... Let's step a bit further back. I mean, how does he expect to fight a mage? Honestly. Please explain. How do you intend to fight a mage?
Yes.
As you wish.
Let's get this. I'm just gonna do Arcane Warrior because I feel like it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting it, we're getting it. Oh, I can do this again.
Let's get started.
Oh my god, how am I missing?
This should be easy enough.
Wow.
Well done.
Yes.
Take a potion.
For Elden.
Okay. Wow. Okay, this isn't working, just do this. Okay, we got him.
I underestimated
Oh my god.
you, Warden.
Dude, I'm a mage.
You were like
You
Caleb,
really...
a child wanting to play at war.
I would agree with you on
I was
that,
wrong.
but...
There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
You'll die for what you've done. I accept your surrender. I want to execute him. The port... Hang on. Okay, so if I execute him... Okay.
Wait, there is another option.
I know, but I'm not
Terran
gonna
is
do
a
it.
warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the
I
joining.
do love what you're saying. I'm going hard no, because I want to keep Alistair from becoming a drunk or becoming king. I want him to stay a warden. Because in my last playthrough, I did make Loghain a warden. I used him, and I thought it was a great option that they give you. But then Alistair became king and then refused to talk to me and was pissed. So, no, that's crazy.
There are too few of us. It's not a matter
I
of
agree
what
with
we
you
like, it's a matter of
completely,
what we
dude.
must do. Our
But
duty
Alistair
is to slay the Archdemon.
doesn't
We
understand
aren't
this logic.
judges. Kinslayers, blood mages, traitors, rebels, Carter thugs, common bandits, anyone with the skill and the mettle to take up the sword against the Darkspawn is welcome among us. There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
I feel you,
The joining
but...
itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed.
He is
Hunted us
really
down
upset
like
about this,
animals.
that's
He
the
tortured
thing.
you. How can we simply forget that?
Logan has to die for his crimes. He's gonna die.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick.
Right.
I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Thing is, if he does it, then he proclaims himself king. And I can't do it very well. I know she's pissed about it, but... Oof. Ooh, they had to get the scene where the blood splatters on her. Oof, and we got glitching assets.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
No.
Wait, what? No. When did this get decided?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's decided that. Have they?
He refuses the throne. Everyone here has heard him. I think it's clear then. He abdicates in favor of me.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Honora. Warden, will you help us?
Yeah, yes. I can settle this. I need to talk to Alice first. Yes, I can settle
As
this.
the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
Nora. I believe Alistair and Nora should marry and should rule. Alistair will be king, and I will beside him that you can't do that unless you're a female Kuzland noble. Queen Nora.
Thank you, Warden. You were wise not to disrupt Ferelden's governance any further in a time of such crisis. My first act as queen must be to insist on receiving Alistair's oath before all the landsmeet, to relinquish all claim to the throne for himself and his heirs.
Fine. You have my oath.
Okay,
and
good.
Now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both.
Yay.
We will not allow this land be further threatened by the archdemon.
Okay,
Gather
great.
your forces
At least
and
she is
await the
reasonable.
warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
Yay. Do I have a save point?
So it's done. My father is dead.
Yep.
I never thought he
Sorry
would go
about
so
that.
far.
I mean, he really
I never
lost
thought
it near
would
the end.
Like it did. Such a waste.
There's a lot to be done still. It was just a slow gain. Was a criminal. I'm sorry. I wish it could have been otherwise. You're not thinking of avenging him, I hope. I'm sorry. I wish it could have been otherwise.
It could have been. But what is done is done.
She's reasonable.
My father had no illusions about the consequences of his actions, and neither do I. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe,
Okay.
and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the blight.
Yep. Rabble rouser. Oh. I get... What do I get? What should I put this in? Oh, I don't get any... Oh, it just gives me a talent. I like the idea of skeletons. This sounds fun. I wanna know. Oh, it doesn't let me do it because I'm not in combat. Okay. Now we have the whole thing with... Quinn, got anything?
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind?
Nothing. I
It is no
shouldn't have
trouble.
disturbed you. Yo, Alistair, do you got anything? Do you want to talk? At least he's staying at Guerre Warden, and I'm happy about that. I'm glad I didn't have to go through that 20 minutes meet all over again. Hey. Hey, got anything?
I haven't been here in a while.
Oh, you just
They've
go back
changed
to
the
this.
dining room. Ask away.
All right.